Hey everyone, hey friends, I'm Angela.
And I'm Marcy.
And we are here in
The garage.
We're in red and green. We didn't even plan this.
I know, really
did. Boom. We are doing, it's December. I don't know when I'm going to get this up and edited, but it will be kind of Christmassy.
It's the holidays.
We're here. We're here, the holidays. We've got the 25 days of Christmas.
She's in the red, I'm in the green.
Yeah, so Poodles, Music and Projects represented. Embrace Images represented. We need to get you a Christmas embrace.
We do. I think we do.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a t-shirt someone made for me. It says Santa's favorite photographer.
Well, she's my favorite photographer.
Aww.
And no offense to my brother. My brother's a professional photographer. But this one, she's my favorite photographer. Everybody check out Embrace Images. And my brother is too, but he doesn't live in this state. So there's no competition there. You know where he does live? Over by where you grew up, kind of. He is in Mass.
Oh, really?
Because his wife is maybe, but he got brought there because the woman he married is they're basically back in her hometown.
Oh, all right.
Is it Wilbraham, that area?
Oh, okay. That's further west. That's Western Mass.
That's like Friendlies.
Yes, we have
Friendlies.
talked about this.
Last podcast we talked about Mass and Duncan.
Yeah.
But also Friendlies. Anyway, hey, definitely comment below if you remember and know Friendlies, because I used to be addicted to getting the Jim. What did I get? The Jim Dandy when I was like 12.
Oh my gosh, that was the best thing. We
shared it with your friends.
Sometimes we didn't even share it with our friends. We lived in walking distance to a Friendlies, so we used to walk. Yeah, it was bad, and so many of them are closing. And there's a few of them in New York still.
Are there in New York? I know there's
some.
I think there's one. Oh,
that's right.
Need tissue?
No, I'm good. But every time we can find one, especially if we're with our girls.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
I know. Yeah, quick story. When we first moved here, there was one, and so it was the only time we ever let her have soda. So she used to call it the Coke House. When she was like 4 or 5, because that was the only place we would always let her get a little bit of soda, or she would drink Doug soda. And she's like, "Can we go to the Coke House?"
That's funny.
Let's
That's
not
cute.
use that in public, but yes, it was whatever.
That's cute. Coke House. Friendlies, a.k.a. the Coke House.
The Coke House. Here we are.
All right, so we are here. Thanks for joining us, our cigar community. We are here to cut and light. We're going to enjoy these sticks, and we're going to talk about anything we wish.
I think we've got some Hudson Valley stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, we're going to touch upon that today. And is this
Whatever
also
pops up.
luxury, or what are we doing? Because
this is probably not luxury.
Okay, so I'm going to have Marcy talk about mine today, because she's going to read it off her phone. I didn't pre-prep like I normally do there. Yeah, I normally do my homework, but not today, right? We got a busy day.
Sorry.
This is actually my last stick out of the luxury January 2023 mailing.
It's a very regal band.
Oh, it's beautiful. Is this a Maduro? Because this is a beautiful, nice... What's the body on this? Is this like medium?
Medium
This
plus.
is going to be nice. This is the Rojas. And then you tell us about it, and I'll cut and light.
Oh, look, it's Noel Rojas. That's the maker. I didn't realize that. So the wrapper's Mexican. Binder and filler, your favorite, Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
So, bold but smooth. Yeah, I love that band. It, like I said, it's very regal, black and gold.
Yeah, I have to definitely put a picture. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful band.
And I love that the luxury cigar, they're really premium cigars, but they're not overly expensive. Like this one is $8.50.
Yeah,
for the stick, which is not
bad at all.
It's not bad at all. No.
Now we are here in New York, and when you get your sticks from your local brick and mortar humidor, unfortunately, right here it costs more. There's high tax here in New York.
Yeah, there is
for the tobacco and the cigars. But when you order them through the club, you get the value right there, because you're not, So, what was I going to say? And the size is, what does it say here? It's a 5.
It's
The
5 by 50.
Vitola, yes, is a 5 by 50, and already, look, I love good smoke output.
Yeah.
So, while I do this, what do you have today?
I got my little guy here. I have a lobotomy. I know, which seems like it's what I get every day when I go to work. This is by Asylum, which these tend to have not all of them, but I think just by the name, it's gonna have a kick. Mm-hmm. It's gonna give you that nice little buzz. And on this,
this has a good.
This rainy day,
this has a good. You smell
we
that
could
right on
definitely
light
have
up.
Just gonna.
Pardon
me, folks. Alrighty, that is not even, but that is okay.
Okay, my first time smoking a Rojas, and right out of the gate, I have nothing but good things to say. Nice draw, nice like this aroma, beautiful aromatics, nice smoke output. So do we have your wrapper binder? What do you have?
I don't. I'm going to pull that up right now. Pardon-moi.
Do you want me to read it for you?
Oh, no, that's all right.
So, how are you all out there? While she's looking that up, I want to say thank you, welcome, and thank you for subscribing. And, of course, you can listen on Spotify as well, Authentically Angela. And then I think also you have to type Cigar Podcast to kind of pull me up, because it's,
21
it's got to pop up in the search there. So, yep, you got to be 21 plus to... listen and enjoy. So yeah, definitely comment below. Like I said, it's December, right? It's the holidays. So do you tell your loved ones that you need cigars or cigar accessories for your wish list there? Because
I love it.
You might want to do that, right? So
I
comment below if you are telling your spouse or anyone else.
I do lack things to put on my list. I just don't. Usually, if I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool. That would be really neat to have. And then usually 2 days later, it shows up, because my husband who does actually listen sometimes. He's just great like that, if it's something that's reasonable anyway.
Yeah, you're not like, he's not going to turn around and be like, did she say something that was $250?
Yeah, right.
If it's reasonable. I do that too with my wife. I'm like, which in this many years later, right? It makes it so that like a birthday or Christmas comes around, and it's like, I usually say like, don't get me anything.
Yeah,
at
we're
this
kind
age,
of at that
like
point.
I'm already like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
What do you need, really?
We don't.
You already have what you want.
And
or
I'd
need.
I'd rather spend the time with him.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just go somewhere.
If
we're gonna, don't buy me something and I buy you something. Let's just spend the money for a weekend away or whatever.
Oh, for sure. That's a
But
nice,
anyway.
yeah.
So
for sure.
This is a Nicaraguan Habano Maduro wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
And surrounds the lobotomy's binder and fillers, which are Nicaraguan. So there we go, Nicaraguan, both binder and filler. This is one that will, like I said, it gives you a little bit of a kick in the pants.
Yeah.
Which I like, but I also like that they're it's a bit of a.
It's cute.
It's cute. It's a smaller.
Yeah, it's an easy smoke.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd like to say, too, again, cigar community, the Vitola is the size of your cigar, right? The ring gauge, it means what ring gauge is it, what length is it. Also, it goes by, like, what did we say? This one's 5 by 50, I think we said.
Yeah.
But also there's names of sizes, like you could, like Robusto, Toro, Churchill, right? So everyone knows, like a Churchill generally means it's 7 inches long. And then I guess it has to have like a minimum ring gauge, and then this and that. So why I'm saying that is because like that is is that 4 inch, 4.5? Because you could sometimes choose, maybe 4 inch.
Yeah.
Your cigar, if you want to cigar size by knowing how much time you could have to smoke. Like let's say you only have 20 minutes or. What have you. You might want to pick a smaller, cute cigar like Cigarello, right? Am I saying that right? Cigarello.
Yeah.
Is
Cigar, cigarettes.
Yeah. That's like a little Vitola, and that will like get you through. Like if you're like, oh, I just have. Oh no, that's like your theme today. All right, that's
fine. Don't worry about
it. But anyhow, or sometimes like if I'm sitting around the fire pit outside and I really have, a 3-hour plus block on, just chilling with my wife or just a bunch of friends, and then I'll get the 6x60 ring gauge. I love it. Sometimes I love a nice fat.
Yes.
Ring gauge that's
here we go.
That's nice too, and that will that will keep you going.
A Gordo.
That's
hilarious. That just sounds
2 hours. If you want to have
what it would be, yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, the Gordo, Petite Corona is kind of what you have a little bit.
Yeah, 4.5 by 42.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yep.
And this falls more along the lines of a Robusto. Sometimes people just say it by the inch and the ring gauge, or they call it the proper.
Right.
And then Churchill, I do love a Churchill because
that's a long guy.
Yeah. I gotta get some more of those on here. I guess I don't pick those for the podcast because we generally go around 40 minutes, so I feel like the Churchill.
Yeah.
There's no time.
There's no time for it. I know.
But
look at this guy, Grand Corona.
Oh, nice. I think I have one of those in my
9.5 inches.
Whoa. Yes, I have an old video where, and I want to do it again. I want to do it with you actually one day, next season, because I know we might be closing up the year. We'll see, and I'll post some separate reviews, but we have to. You could light the long ones are fun to light, like when you light up some like a spirit. In a like you ever see?
Oh yeah.
You like put a little whiskey, light it in the glass.
Oh.
Do not try that at home. Disclaimer.
Sounds like we have a story.
You gotta have no. This because this is public, so you have to have like a fire marshal approval. But no, I've lit my like whiskey glass, and if you have a nice long one, so your face isn't like in it, you could light your cigar through that flame, which is really fun and cool. Yeah, and I do have a video of that up somewhere if you find it. But we need to do that. All right. So what are we cheersing to? We got to cheers. We're already a few minutes in here. We didn't cheers yet. Today we're gonna get to some spirits in a minute, but we're just gonna crack these and cheers our severed lime, Marcy's favorite. 2, 3, 4. All right. Boom. Cheers.
Matches my sweatshirt.
It's one of Marcy's favorite choices of
it
liquid
really is.
death.
I actually found it at Target. I found a case of it.
Oh, did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are my last two actually, so I got it.
I feel so lucky.
You lucked out. Okay, so would you rather shop in the mall or at a brick and mortar or online or both? Would you rather is just either or, but
I mean, I like to be in the store. It's funny is I do every year we go to my in-laws for Thanksgiving, and then my sister-in-law and I go out for Black Friday, and I mean we've done it for I don't even know 15 years, and it's interesting. Like this past Black Friday. It wasn't that bad. Now, my kids are older. Her kids are definitely older. We're not buying, like, toys,
Or, like, the must-have, get online early toy for, like, a 6-year-old,
really
that's going to cry.
There's, like, nothing out there right now. But it is interesting. Shifted to a lot of online shopping. But there's stuff that I wouldn't know was out there. Like my husband is like an Amazon guy. I make my Amazon wish list, and he has everything he wants on it. I never know what I want. I never know not necessarily what I need, or like what would be useful to me. I just I don't really care about a lot of that stuff. But when I go out to the stores, it's like, oh, like that's really neat. Or then you see something. Actually, my oldest goes with us now, and she loves it because she sees clothes or things that she didn't want. She's like, oh. Throws it in the cart. You can give this to me for Christmas. You can give this to me for Christmas. You can give this to me for Christmas. I like touching and feeling and seeing what's out there. Now, it's frustrating a lot of times when because we keep saying this is why people don't shop in the stores anymore. You don't have pricing that's right. You don't have things that are marked. You don't, the stuff that you want that should be there isn't stocked or, So I can see both sides to it.
Yeah, that is true for some of the things. I definitely absolutely want to support local. But then even like, let's say for me, right? I play instruments, but both my kids, one son plays drums, one is big into guitars. We have a local music shop that we do support. I mean, even me as a DJ, right? I actually get about 90% of all my DJ equipment, like honestly, from the local brick and mortar, and I do that on purpose to support. But like you said, with like what they need sometimes, or what they're looking like, it's not in the store, and then I have to shop online. And then I kind of feel bad because I'm like, well, I wanted to support the local. Right. But, like, I'm also, sorry, going to get this for my kid. Yeah.
Or you can get it cheaper online.
I mean. Well, for sure. Especially, like, especially items, like, larger or electronics sometimes.
Right. Right. Now, we did order a laptop, actually, for one of my girls. And he ordered it online, but he ordered it from Best Buy. So it came, and it wasn't in like a larger box. It was just like wrapped.
And that actually happened to us.
Really, and the box was damaged.
That is ridiculous. What's going on out there? That just can't. We're like, why isn't this in another box with stuff with packaging around? We just got like the guy like threw it. I'm like, there's one cardboard wall without even heavy packaging. Yeah. On the other side of this. Pricey electronic. I'm like, are they kidding?
It's insane. No, she couldn't tell what was in it. It's not like it was completely unwrapped.
It was going to be damaged.
But this one was. Oh, there was the box was broken, and I said, we need to open it, and he goes, no, it looks okay. I said, let's take it out, and sure enough, the top of it was. Now, what would have sucked is, like, we got a really good deal on it at Best Buy, so we were able to go in and get a replacement. But he's like, if that was like Amazon, we might not have been able to get the same price. We would have been SOL. But anyway, I do like going out. I like seeing what the store has. And then you find stuff you're like, I didn't know I needed this.
Gotta keep that budget.
Amazing.
It's like when you go to the food store and they say, don't go food shopping hungry. Because then all of a sudden you're throwing in like extra Cheez-Its and stuff, and you're like, wait a minute, how did I walk out of here?
And my husband is like, he knows exactly what clothing he likes, what size he is. I can't do that. Women can't do that necessarily. I would need to look at it. I need to make sure it's going to fit. And then that's it.
Yeah. So. No, it's true, because even with my sons, they're one's 6 foot, one's just nearly 6 foot. But like, I could almost get them anything, and just like the size is a size, like just But with women, it's
different. Yeah.
I always have to try. I always have.
1 week your waist is this size, and the next week it's not. So.
Yeah, which is happening to me today, actually. Yeah, this is true. All right, so
what do we got here?
Well, you know me with the books.
No, I love it.
I have this really cool book. Hudson Valley, the first 250 million years. Is
that really what it says?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, because it talks about the landscape. But anyhow, so why I brought this up is because what we're drinking. Okay, I have some of this left here. The Wyoming whiskey.
From the Hudson Valley, folks.
Small batch bourbon whiskey. This stuff is really great. And I got this from the Hudson Valley Beer, Whiskey, and Wine Festival, which happens here. So if anyone listening is in the radius, or whatever, the radius of this Hudson Valley, or you're visiting New York, this happens early November every year. And it's a really cool festival. They let you smoke cigars. And actually, the first time I went, there was like people were smoking cigars because it's held on an orchard, and they have like barns, tents, and food trucks and this. But now I think this past year they had like because whatever the laws are, you can't like sell.
Correct.
But they had like samples. They actually had some cigar.
Oh, nice.
At certain like whatever it was, however they, You know how like when you go to like a cigar lounge sometimes too, and you bring your own whiskey, like you could bring in.
yes.
They can't sell alcohol.
Correct.
But if you could sip it if all those workarounds. So anyhow, now they're expanding. I'm waiting for them to kind of like it gets even more bigger with the cigars because everyone
That'd be
right.
nice,
I mean
yeah.
everyone's there for the whiskey. A lot of them, I think 85% of them are probably
Pairing it with a cigar,
smokers. So usually if you're into cigars, you're kind of into whiskey too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, right? Anyhow, so but this was there, even though yes, this is Wyoming, but the rep was there for some reason. I'm not sure. And see the glasses, even I got the Wyoming whiskey glass. But let's pour some of this, and then
yeah, that's funny. It is
so
bottled in
small-
Wyoming.
Yeah, but so anyway, it was presented here. I'm not exactly sure what the connection was to that, but
gonna do-
it's pretty cool.
Just a little today. I'll let you pour yours.
Yeah, this is batch number 98. This is aged 5 years. And I don't know if you've had this with me before, but it's a beautiful whiskey. I don't have a little cloth here today. I just it's dripping. So anyhow, we could
Love it.
cheers with this once again. A la something. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice one.
Ooh.
It's got some bite to it, right?
Yeah. But not
That
too
way-
much. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, I just kind of like we've said before. There's lots of cigar podcasts out there. I really think the women are few and far between.
For sure.
So we're representing that segment.
Come on,
of
ladies. Come on.
So that's our little difference here. There's plenty of podcasts out there. So anyhow, so on page 89, ladies first. Celebrating 5 female Hudson Valley treasures. Okay, but what I wanted to say was, I don't know, some of these people. Some of the names of the people are historic names of the towns around here.
Oh, I was just gonna
like
say, yeah, Rombout.
Yeah, and Rombout Creek, which is up in the Kingston area. But anyhow, the old saying, if I could talk, well-behaved women seldom make history.
It's true.
And so they were talking about how Eleanor Roosevelt, which actually we're not too far from
The
the
Roosevelt
Roosevelt.
estate. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Have you been on the grounds?
I have. Yeah, I've done a lot of photographs there. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful. And, it's just great that you can just go. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to pay a fee necessarily to just go and enjoy the beauty of it and, the history of it.
Yeah, I think it's considered like a state park, right? Or something
It
of
might
that
be.
nature.
It might be.
It's maintained, I think, like by park rangers.
Yeah.
And I think you just could do like a suggested donation, but basically it's free. Because I think, or if you want to watch, they do like movies there sometimes.
Yeah, you can. I think there's a fee if you want to go in and sort of walk the building and maybe like get a tour. But the grounds, I think you can walk through the gardens and bring a picnic or.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's another thing. If you're in this area, definitely check that out. And it really, like Roosevelt. Listen, it doesn't matter really, politics.
No.
He was. There's so much
Not at all.
history
Yeah.
with him and Eleanor, what they did with this country. I mean,
Yeah.
for those that don't know, I hope you know, he was the whole thing behind our Social Security, right? Wasn't that like his whole brainchild? Oh, you don't know that?
I don't know that.
Oh
No.
yeah, I think coming out of like World War II and the Depression, he was a president of that era. I'm 99.99% sure that he
that actually sounds right now that you say it.
did the whole Social Security thing, which I mean, I think that's a good idea. I mean, right? I mean, I don't know.
I feel like the Hudson Valley has a lot of history anyway, because obviously we have the Roosevelts. What is the other? There's another big.
Oh, Vanderbilt.
Right.
Yeah, which was the railroad, one of the railroads, and a lot of other history.
And Rockefeller.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean, the Hudson Valley has everything, and I think that's why it's just fun to live here.
Yeah, I think people from outside of New York even know to come visit for like the wineries and just the rich history.
Well, it's pretty amazing. the line of work that I'm in, we do landscaping and renovations, pools, things like that. And a lot of the homes that we work on are second homes. A lot of these people are living in the city, and this is just their second home.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. I mean, good on you. But yeah, you get that because they want to come up here. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, when I tell people, I live in New York, they're like, oh my gosh, really? I'm like, no, we have more farms and cows and horses than you really would kind of really think.
It's true. Because on my bus route this year, I drive past the same 3 cute horses. Have I told you this? And actually, there's cows, but there's these 3 cute, majestic horses that in a farm that I drive past every day, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna like veer off the road with like 70 kids on my school bus. I'm like, look at the horses. It's great because me coming from Long Island, and it's funny too because my mom was an equestrian. She used to ride when she was young, and my aunt actually leased a horse at one time. So there was like in Huntington, New York, I think there was some riding, but on Long Island. But generally, where I'm from, Nassau County, I didn't even see deer.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, until I came upstate, but to see the horses almost daily is not lost on me because I'm like,
huge
this is
equestrian community around here.
Yes,
huge. It's amazing.
Yeah,
how many stables? You drive down any given road, you're gonna find.
And classes and everything. Yeah. And but I just wanted to kind of just to button this up, I wanted to mention, so I guess in 1981 there was Women's History Week. Congress passed Women's History Week just to kind of go with the notion of a women's cigar podcast. And but I guess with like this area there was like Eleanor Roosevelt and she was way before that, but like there's clubs and groups like that exist today because of her. Yeah. So they just said, I guess, they convened and then they proclaimed that in 1987 that they make March the whole month.
That's right.
Women's History Month.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, March is Women's History Month, and women like cigars too. So that's all I wanted to say.
I do find it weird that it's still
taboo or something.
Yeah, it's still sometimes a struggle. No, just as like being a woman. Like I know we've made great strides. Yeah. But there still is that. I mean, it's 2023, people.
I don't know.
Can we just?
We can't make three steps forward and 2 steps back.
I mean,
we almost make 3 steps forward, 4 steps back.
It's kind of ridiculous that we're still sometimes fighting for just the basic rights and necessities, and it's like a stigma being a woman sometimes. Like
I don't know.
But
we're not going to get political at all.
No, we're not.
We're just here to enjoy this nice open draw. All right, let's see.
Welcome back. Thanks for coming to our TED Talk. No. What do we have? Oh.
No, it's fine. I don't make it known that it's like, and we're back.
Oh no, it was more
like
of a
pretending to be
just a joke. Sometimes I'm funny.
I love. It's so crazy. I love comedy, but I feel like I'm slow at times. Of like, sometimes.
I thought you were gonna say, but you're not that funny.
No. No, it's weird. Like I'll know something's funny, and like I'll have like a delay. I feel, what? I just feel like I process slow. I really do, because even though I feel like because I wasn't a good student when I was young, for almost many reasons. Because also like my parents' divorce kind of threw me for like a personal loop, and I was like, screw school. I need to focus on my feelings. But I find like I can understand stuff. But I need to heavy even when I did calculus in college, like I got it. It was like a 3-page math. Yeah, it's crazy. 3-page math problem. I totally understood it, did it, got an A in math. But there's certain things that like I have to like reread and read and read. I read very slow, but I do comprehend. It's like weird, right?
Yeah.
So that's how so I'm sorry. There's usually a delay. I do, and then
I love you.
and when I do edit this back and I see myself talking, I'm like, wow. I'm like, what? I'm like, my brain is like, I'm like thinking, and I'm like, Angela,
Noting.
Yeah.
Your Wi-Fi is just a little slow.
So I feel bad. I'm like, no, you are very funny, but my laughter comes like 30 seconds after.
Would you rather be book smart,
Yeah,
or have common sense?
Oh, that's a tough one. Common sense.
It's a tough, yeah.
But that's a tough one.
Yeah, I would rather, I mean, I definitely am one of those that is more of the common sense than the book smart. And I remember my daughter growing up, and she just it was so serious, and she just like wouldn't get some of our humor. And I was like, that's okay, honey, you're book smart. Like, it's okay. I mean, listen, I was not a great student, but, you know, I was, I guess, quick-witted and could understand, you know, I could pick up on situations and how to, you know, navigate them easier.
Which is interesting because you are quite a reader.
Yeah, but it's not like, I don't read the books that you read. I don't read, you know, I'm reading like, you know, spy novels and, you know, romance and, you know, stuff that, not that it is like, I mean, because I enjoy reading the authors that do their research. Like, even though it's you know, fiction. But they do their research, and you can, you know, you can at least have a little bit of faith that what you're reading, you know, whether it's about, you know, how the military is or the, you know, whatever they talk about.
Yeah, like the lay of the land, the landscape, and like
has some validity to it anyway.
Yeah, like
and,
the year something happened.
Yeah, of course.
Or what have you.
Right. But yeah, I'm not a you know, I'm not a historical novel reader.
Yeah, that's definitely me.
I can't.
I
need
could
to have
probably
my
pick
brain
up a book
turn
on
off.
Eleanor Roosevelt. Actually, that would be
I'm sure
fine reading for me.
I mean,
I'll go into a deep dive of the Roosevelts.
I would probably enjoy it. I just haven't really gotten into it.
Yeah.
I like to be exported to a far off land sometimes when I decide to read.
Yeah.
So, and I tend to read right before I go to bed.
Oh yeah, so
I like to keep it either light or something that my brain doesn't have to like really.
Yeah, so comment below.
The knowledge.
Do you enjoy? I know you could read both, but do you enjoy more nonfiction or fiction? Comment below. Yeah. So we're going to close this up again. I think I said for like the third, fourth time here. This one. Love that you're subscribing. I appreciate that you subscribe. This is our cigar community. This is your, have I said it yet? Virtual cigar lounge. We're here to smoke, chill, and learn more about the leaf. We are SOTL. Sisters of the Leaf.
That's crazy.
You know, I don't think people are hashtagging anymore. Did you see that about like
is it
trying to grow your brand and this and that? Because even with me, like on my DJ page, it's like my DJ Insta. It's like nobody's really hashtagging.
No one's gonna tell me what to do. Gonna hashtag
It'll probably circle back around.
But Sisters of the Leaf, it sounds like an Adam and Eve thing.
I know, right? Well, because the brother of the leaf, I think, was first, and it's older. BOTL, right? And then I guess they had to add it. I don't know. Add it. It does sound weird, though, to me, a little bit.
A little bit,
like because I went to Catholic school for a little bit, public and Catholic, and so it's like sisters, like a nun.
No.
What? We're not nuns of the leaf.
Broads of the leaf. Ladies of the leaf.
Broadleaf, Connecticut broadleaf.
There you go. Chicks of
the leaf.
I don't know.
Lady. Also, lady of the leaf, I think is a thing too.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
That.
The major hashtag is SOTL. People aren't even hashtagging anymore, so it's like we got to keep up.
So
with time.
2022.
So anyway, once again, thank you. We're gonna close this out with our Irish toast, and we're gonna say it together. You have something in there?
Sure.
Cheers
a little bit. I got my last sip.
All right.
Here
we go. There are good ships and there are wood ships.
Ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. Cheers.
All right, my friend,
Love
and
it.
we'll see you. Oh, puff that. Oh, we'll see you
Next time.
That's it. Authentic.